Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Have you ever stopped to think about how our world is changing? Not just slowly, but at lightning speed. For most of the 20th century, our economy was built on steel, sweat, and assembly lines. Think factories, physical labor, and mass-produced goods. We measured progress by how much stuff we could make. Productivity grew because we invented powerful machines and harnessed new forms of energy. But then, something profound began to shift. Starting in the late 20th century, a new force emerged: information. The rise of computers, the internet, and sophisticated software started to change the game. Suddenly, data wasn't just a byproduct. It became a crucial ingredient for creating value. The economy started to dematerialize, moving away from physical goods and toward digital services and information. This was the birth of digital capitalism, and from this new landscape, giants rose. We all know their names: Microsoft, Apple, Google, Amazon, and Facebook, now Meta. Between the 1990s and the 2010s, these companies didn't just get big. They became dominant. Why? Because they mastered the new rules of the digital world. They harness network effects, where a service becomes more valuable as more people use it. They accumulated vast mountains of data, giving them incredible insights. They built platform monopolies that were nearly impossible for competitors to challenge, and they could scale their services globally with almost zero extra cost for each new user. Big tech stopped being just a group of companies. They became the fundamental infrastructure of our modern lives. The digital economy they built runs on a completely different logic. Data is often called the new oil, fueling everything from targeted ads to product recommendations. Markets have become winner takes most, where one or two dominant players capture the lion's share of the profits. This has led to what some call surveillance capitalism, where our online behavior is constantly tracked and monetized. We've seen the rise of the gig economy and platform labor, where work is mediated through an app. And cloud computing has replaced the need for us to own powerful hardware, concentrating immense power in the hands of the firms that control these platforms and the data flowing through them. Just as we were getting used to this new digital world, another, even more powerful wave of change began to crest: artificial intelligence. AI isn't new. It's been a dream of computer scientists for decades, but recently it exploded out of the lab and into our daily lives. Why now? It was the perfect storm. First, the digital economy had created a massive trove of data, the perfect food for training AI models. Second, computing power, especially from GPUs, became incredibly cheap and accessible. Third, we had major breakthroughs in machine learning, like deep learning and the transformer architecture that powers models like ChatGPT. And finally, the cloud made it possible to deploy these powerful AI systems to billions of people instantly. AI was no longer a theoretical experiment. It was a practical, everyday tool. But this wave of AI is fundamentally different from past forms of automation. For centuries, machines have been replacing manual labor. The steam engine replaced muscle power, and robots took over routine jobs on the factory floor. But today's AI is different. It's targeting cognitive and creative work. It can write essays, compose music, and generate computer code. It can analyze complex legal documents and medical scans. It's not just doing things. It's starting to make decisions. In essence, AI is beginning to automate thinking itself. This has huge implications for the job market. Certain roles are clearly in the crosshairs. Clerical work, customer service, basic content creation, and data analysis are all tasks that AI is getting very good at. But it's not all about replacement. For many other professions, AI will act as a powerful assistant. Think of engineers using AI to design better products, doctors using it to diagnose diseases more accurately, or teachers using it to create personalized lesson plans. The worker of the future won't be just a human, but a human-AI hybrid, augmenting their skills with intelligent tools. This leads us to a strange puzzle known as the productivity paradox. We have this incredible new technology, but why aren't we seeing massive, economy-wide productivity gains right away? The short-term reality is that adopting AI is disruptive. There's a steep learning curve, and unfortunately, job displacement is a real consequence. Companies are adopting it at different speeds, creating an uneven landscape, but history teaches us to be patient. The long-term potential is staggering: massive productivity gains, dramatically lower costs, and much faster innovation, leading to entirely new industries we can't even imagine today. The productivity gains will arrive, and when they do, they will reshape everything. However, this incredible potential comes with a serious risk: inequality. If we're not careful, AI could concentrate wealth and power in the hands of the few. Firms that own the most advanced models. The gap between high-skilled workers who can leverage AI and low-skilled workers who are displaced by it could widen dramatically. And on a global scale, countries that don't have the technological infrastructure to participate in the AI revolution could fall even further behind. AI could become the biggest driver of inequality in the 21st century. This isn't just an economic issue. It's a geopolitical one. Leadership in AI is now seen as the key to both economic and military power. The race is on, with the United States and China as the two dominant players. Technology itself has become a strategic asset, leading to intense competition, export controls, and what many are calling a new tech Cold War. AI is not just the new oil. It is the new oil and the new nuclear technology combined, a source of immense power and immense risk. Naturally, this leads to calls for regulation. But how do you govern a technology that moves faster than the law? Governments are struggling to keep up. They're grappling with complex issues like data privacy, algorithmic bias, and the impact on jobs. They need to figure out who owns the intellectual property created by an AI and how to ensure these powerful systems are safe and aligned with human values. The challenge is that these tech firms operate globally, and overly strict regulation in one country could simply push innovation elsewhere. This growing gap between technological capability and our ability to govern it is one of the defining challenges of our time. Perhaps the most mind-bending aspect of all this is how AI is changing the very nature of productivity. It's not just about making existing processes more efficient. AI enables faster research and development, automating the process of scientific discovery. It allows for hyper-personalized services, tailored to each individual's needs in real time. It empowers businesses to make better decisions and continuously optimize their operations. Productivity is no longer just about the number of hours worked. It's about the amount of intelligence deployed. When we feel overwhelmed by this pace of change, it's helpful to look at history. The printing press, the steam engine, electricity, the internet, each of these technological revolutions felt just as disruptive in its time. They all destroyed old jobs, but crucially created new ones. They all increased inequality at first, before society adapted and built new institutions like public education and social safety nets to spread the benefits more widely. AI will likely follow the same pattern, but the timeline will be compressed. The changes will happen much faster. So what must we do to adapt? The challenge isn't technological. It's political and social. We need massive investment in reskilling and upskilling our workforce. We need to completely rethink education to prepare people for a world of human-AI collaboration. We must strengthen our social safety nets to support those displaced by automation. We need robust competition policy to prevent monopolies from stifling innovation. And because this is a global phenomenon, we need unprecedented levels of international coordination. Let's be clear, the AI economy will not eliminate work, but it will fundamentally redefine what it means to be productive. In this new world, power will belong to those who control the core elements of this revolution: the data that trains the models, the computing power that runs them, and the platforms that deliver them to the world. These forces will shape the next century of economic power. So, the central question we must ask ourselves is not, will AI replace humans? The real question, the one that will define our future, is this: who gets to benefit from the incredible intelligence it creates? Thanks for watching. If you found this thought-provoking, please like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below.